Welcome back to the channel, guys. So today we have ourselves another Mark II turbo video. This is my 2-liter Mark II. It's on a 20 valve 2-liter. It has a T3 T4 turbo on it. It's a low compression ratio engine. It has 330 cc injectors, which will be our limiting factor today, and it has quite a small turbo, 0.48 exhaust housing and a 0.5 compressor housing. Let's see what happens today. So we're going to take it to Picky Boss Performance, and he's going to dyno tune it. It will be his first time using this ECU or tuning on this ECU software, which is the Speeduino Mega Squirt software. Both of them use the same platform to tune. And yeah, let's see how it goes. Right now we just have it on the rollers, aligning it. So we're just letting it run while tensioning the straps. You can see we have the bumper off as well, just for the extra cooling, simplicity, and it's much easier to see underneath the car with the bumper off. We have it on the dyno. We just made sure everything was good. Checked out the AFRs to run a baseball. Realized the car was quite a bit smoky. Sounds good. We also have chokes in the back wheels, just for the extra security. Inside with the map up, you can just see that bar runs across the horizontal plane, maintaining the boost. And then we have our power number, 154. So this is after you tuned it, adjusted the fuel, the timing, added a lot of timing from the base. And we made 154 kilowatts and 195 newton meters of torque, which is about what you'd expect from a 2-liter turbo. Stock 2-liter turbo, so the tune is still very conservative. Smoke right there. The smoke is mainly due to some flameage. We all have a good flame. Partial throttle pulls. Alright, so this is the next morning after the dyno. We turned about 8 o'clock last night. Probably stopped dynoing at about 6:30. Just looking over everything, seeing what happened. Car did well, held its power, drove home, spinning wheels all the way. Have a look at the oil, just about where I left it when I left home. So that's good. Car is standing on an incline slightly, so that is a little bit skewed. So the whole point of having drag raced the car the first time, if you haven't seen that, I uploaded a video of my first time at the drags, was for the purpose of comparison. So I wanted to see the difference that the extra power would make. So 110 kilowatts versus 154 kilowatts. And this is just an NA Golf that I ran against, which trying to put down some good times. Not really racing the other guys, just checking out my times. And my best time is in the next clip when I race the Mark 1 Turbo. Alright, so here are the final power graphs. The red line is the before the tune and the black lines are after the tune. The lower line is the power, the upper line is the torque in Newton meters, power in kilowatts obviously. So as you can see, we gained from the 117 to 154 kilowatts. The torque peaks quite early, but we also gain torque at 3600 rpm, I would say, from 240 to 295, almost 300 newton meters. The only thing I was quite surprised about is that the torque fell off so drastically, so it wouldn't actually make sense to rev the car out any further. I could rev it to 7000, but as you can see, at 6400 it's already dropping quite significantly. It's dropping quite significantly. The torque tanks a lot from about 5000 rpm, and I really believe that's actually the turbo. So the turbo might actually be too small for the engine, for the amount of airflow through the engine, which means that in the higher rpms the turbo can't supply the air, or the turbo exhaust housing is restricting the air out of the motor. So I am going to try and see what I can do about this. Probably change the exhaust housing first before actually changing the entire turbo. But my injectors are also at their limit of about 75%, so not much headspace there. So we'll have to see if we can use these injectors further on. But the most likely thing is we'll have to change injectors. So all of this is going to cost a lot of money and a lot of time for me to save up that money. So as far as the ECU tuning went, I'm pretty sure Paki was very comfortable with it. Initially, he had me in the car with him just to make all the appropriate adjustments. And by the end of the night, he was tuning by himself in the car, tuning all the fuel tables and the ignition tables. He did a lot of tuning other than just full throttle tuning, because that's the simple stuff, just flooring it all the way. He did some partial throttles, partial load, maintaining the RPM, all that good stuff, all that stuff that you can't really do while you're road tuning. So I really appreciate that. So Speeduino did a really good job holding the power, controlling everything. The only thing we didn't use was a boost controller, but hopefully we can use that next time. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like and subscribe.